Um, have you ever wondered about the intriguing connections between J.R.R. Mann, uh, Tolkien's legendary villain Sauron, and the menacing creatures known as wargs? In the latest season of Amazon Prime Video's The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, we catch a glimpse of Sauron's ancient bond with wolves, which left me eager to delve deeper into this fascinating lore. Uh, let's embark on an exciting journey through Middle Earth's history and uncover the captivating tales of Sauron's encounters with these formidable beasts. In the second season of The Rings of Power, Sauron, the malevolent force from Tolkien's high fantasy masterpiece, finds himself sharing quarters with a canine captive while being held captive by Adar. And this encounter likely stirs painful recollections for Sauron, as he was the one pulling the strings in this situation, despite appearances to the contrary. The series delves into Sauron's rise to power during the Second Age, and this episode presented an original narrative where Sauron willingly became Adar's prisoner to orchestrate Adar's invasion of Eregion. The intricate tapestry of lore in the Rings of Power draws inspiration from various Tolkien works, including The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, The Silmarillion, and Unfinished Tales. The show has also secured temporary rights to other works as necessary. A notable instance from this season was the depiction of Sauron's encounter with wargs, which drew inspiration from a captivating Tolkien story detailing Sauron's defeat in the First Age. In the depths of Adar's fortress, Sauron found himself sharing quarters with a canine captive, reminiscent of the tale from the Silmarillion, where Beren and Luthien played central roles. It was Juan, Luthien's wolfhound, who bested Sauron in combat, compelling him to abandon his stronghold and retreat. This historic encounter may have filled the Sauron of Rings of Power with reluctance at the thought of yielding before another creature resembling a wolf. Baron Akamion, a noble from the House of Beor, found himself in a relationship that was far beyond his station, courting Luthien to Nuviel, a half-elf, half-Maya princess, and only child of Maya Queen Melian and King Fingal of Doriath. In J.R.R., Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, Aragorn narrates the captivating tale of Beren and Luthien, a legend deeply revered by elves, both in the fictional universe and among readers. Luthien stands out as one of the most inspiring female characters in Tolkien's mythos, defying her family to follow her heart and confront Morgoth and Sauron head-on. In the First Age, Luthien and Huan inflicted a humiliating defeat on Sauron, and faced with Luthien's mercy and Huan's jaws around his neck, Sauron opted for surrender rather than death to escape the wrath of Morgoth, his master, upon his vulnerable disembodied soul. And, as a devoted fan of Middle-earth lore, I've often pondered about the mysterious origins of these fearsome beasts known as wargs. While their exact lineage remains obscure, they might have been spawned during the Elder Days long before the Second Age, serving under the malevolent influence of Morgoth. In the year 465 of the First Age, as described in the War of the Jewels, Sauron suffered a humiliating defeat at the paws of Wand, a semi-divine wolfhound. However, the story takes an unexpected turn when it's revealed that Sauron was not just any wolf,
but a wolf himself during this time. And in fact, he was the ruler of werewolves, governing over the Isle of Werewolves. And this means that in every sense, Sauron was far more of a wolf than Juan. And in the first episode of Rings of Power Season 2, Sauron, disguised as a mortal, seemed to harbor a mix of exasperation and relief upon encountering Adar's dungeon. And Sauron, using one of his creatures, the Warg, managed to accomplish several things. First, he freed the Warg, and later it served him faithfully. This act led indirectly to the death of Waldrag, a significant political adversary, and subtly hinted at Waldrag's identity to Adar. Moreover, Sauron used this opportunity to exact revenge for his imprisoned and starving ancient kin. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, thanks.
Thanks. All right. What's up?